Hold on, why my screen green? Why is my screen green? What's going on? Oh, all right, I got you. Yeah. What's up? Welcome to the top of the $1,000,000 spot, everybody. What's that? Can I get a thumbs up or a thumbs down? I see one, but I see a zero. Let's make it match. Make it match for me. Do me a favor, make it match. I'm gonna give y'all a minute to think about that. All right, I guess rather you make it match, you just go ahead. That's all right. Well, first of all, before we move on to this, we're gonna do the usual. Make sure y'all like, thumbs up, thumbs down, share it, subscribe to it, hit the notification bell. That way I know when I'm online again. And since we're in a Christmas spirit coming up, feel free to donate if y'all like. Cash App is at the bottom. All right. So today's topic is: have you really moved on, or or are you just what? All right, let's go. There's a lot to be said on this topic right here. There's a lot to be said on this, and I'm still going to get everything out. I won't keep it long unless we got people want run it about it in the chat with some comments because I think this is a great topic too. Um, have you really moved on? Or are you just taking that baggage that you had in the last relationship and bringing it into another? So you just move out of one house with the same baggage. With all that baggage, just move it to another one. You didn't clean nothing out. You didn't leave nothing over. You didn't throw nothing away. You just took it out with you. And I said a lot of stuff on here. Like I said, look at research, study people, go off, listen at what people say because a lot of people got pretty much the same stories. Like I said, I went through it. I saw it. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, like I always say, first we have to when we get out of one relationship, regardless how bad or good it was, we gotta get our mind right before we go into the next one. A lot of us don't. Either you got some people who just take all the baggage and move to the next house and move to the next person, and some of them just take their baggage and just hold it and just be by themselves. They rather not deal with anybody. You know what I'm saying? And it is what it is, but mostly I think it's harder on ladies to sit and just take that luggage and just sit on it because you say uh, ladies are emotional driven. So I think the longer they sit single, the more they get used to being single, and they won't be able to pair bond with the next guy as long as they sit out because they'll have a lot of masculine traits as they sit because they have to take care of a lot of things by themselves. So they get those masculine traits and that masculine energy. So I think it's bad on women to sit by themselves. Well, actually, it's a fact. I mean, for women to sit by themselves for years and years and years, say, oh, I've been single for 7 years, and you're 42 years old, you're 44 years old, you're 47 years old. I think it does take toll. It takes effect on women harder than it does on men. Because men, I ain't talking about the boys, let's get this straight. Men, if we go through something, we just focus on our purpose and try and get ourselves better. So when we do go on to the next one, then we'll be prepared. But I look at, just look around. I mean, we all can see what's happening around when people, when people get out of one relationship and go into another and carry their baggage with them, or either when they sit single, you can hear the frustration. Just because you don't talk about it, or just because you think you're not talking about it, or not doing the same things you used to do, when that breakup was fresh, don't mean you're over it. Just because you don't mention it, that don't mean you're over it. Because it comes out. You know how they say energy can't be created nor destroyed? It just change shapes, it just change forms. That's all, like they say, toxic energy. That's all toxic energy do. It's change forms. And you might not talk about it and talk about it, but you're gonna take it out on other people. You're gonna be men are gonna be, well, boys are gonna be, they're not gonna fix themselves. They're just gonna be mad with women and think all women are garden tools and these hoes ain't loyal and all that. Thinking in that mindset, won't just smash every lady they run into, every female they run into. They just want to smash them because they're just scared or either don't have, just still broken from the last relationship. If it was a bad relationship, I'm talking about the bad relationship, and we just grow harder. Men just grow harder, not wiser. Because people would think, like myself, after I got out of my relationship, I kind of took a lot of time to myself and find out what happened, find out where I went wrong, found out more about me, learn more stuff. That's why I can take it in and pass out for what I learned. So, what's up, Morgan? My girl, what's up? So I just transfer that energy into other things. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause very toxic. And I even admit myself to outpatient, not inpatient, an outpatient psychiatric program just to see what they were talking about to help me. And it did help. It did help. Also talking about it, I talk to anybody. I just talk to anybody about it. Be a stop sign. I'm talking to the stop sign. Stop sign saying stop, stop, stop. Thank you, thank you. Hey, I can't do it without you. Yes. But that's the way I did it. Now, some people may think I'm mad at women or don't like women. I done heard that before. I don't like women and all that stuff. But it's not even like that. Me, don't like women, that's a joke. That's a big joke. I'm just not as I'm not as open as I used to be. Just open. Oh, you're a woman. Come on. Women are from Venus. I found out all women are not, all females are not from Venus. Some of them from Mars too. So I'm just protecting myself. And when I see bad energy, I keep it moving. You know, and like I said, I put it out there to let people understand what I'm learning and what's out there for real. But just because a person, remember, just because you don't talk about it, that don't mean you're over it. If you didn't get, like I always say, if you didn't get professional help, if you didn't work on yourself and you just went from one relationship to another relationship or from one relationship to no relationship and didn't get any help at all, you're not over it. You may think you're over it just because you don't talk about it. But it's within. It's the energy, like I say, energy can't be created or destroyed. It just changed forms. So it went from you talking about it, now it went deeper in. And it's like cancer. Whether it be anger, whether it be stress. I mean, because people literally can like get serious medical conditions from a broken heart or the trauma that they went through. You see what I'm saying? That's why people need to get help. You know, that's really, it can cause mental problems too, you know. And that's why I don't know the stat, but a lot of people are mentally messed up from toxic relationships. All right. And on the other hand, now the women or the females who get out of toxic relationships, they do it in a different way, but yet the same too, because a lot of them don't like men. They get in a woman's club and start like really bashing men, forming these feminist groups, just got a wall up, taking it out on their kids because it may look like the dad or something like that. They take it out on other people. Angry, I mean, just angry. It's angry. No matter the race, color, creed, whatever. When you don't get that fixed and you let it consume you like that, and you really start getting angry at the opposite sex, that's an issue. Like I always say, whenever you get out of one relationship into another, you have to go get that fixed. Self-love, yes. Self-love is the first. I think that's the most real, genuine love you can probably do is with yourself. But a lot of people don't even love themselves. That's where the problem coming at. When people don't love themselves. And some of us learn to love ourselves later on. Some of us, as we grow from childhood to we got that love for ourselves, but somewhere it get lost in a shuffle. And some people just love themselves for life, and take care of them first. And they meet other people, the other opposite sex, who love themselves too, and they just two complete people meeting them together because they have it out there. It's out there for real. And whoever said this is a lie, because like I said, I can't speak for a lot of relationships. I don't care how good it look on the outside or on Facebook or whatever. Like I know about 3 couples who been together since since high school. I know 2 who've been together since high school, and 1 they've been together I think after high school, but they're still together strong. You see what I'm saying? Now we can't say we're going inside the house, but as far as the ones that I know, the 2 I know for sure, if I could speak for them on the outside looking in, just because one of them, well, both of them, I actually seen them. I've seen them grow. One of them was my neighbor. He about the same age with me, neighbor / cousin, because him and his wife were high school sweethearts. Then another one, I watched them grow. They're younger than me, and when I moved to Dallas, I watched them grow. And he is her king, literally. She puts it out there. Whatever she wants, he gives it to her. If he could do it, if he can build it, if he can buy it, if he can make it, whatever, he gives it to her. And she appreciates every bit of it. They came up in the church. He's a minister. I don't know if she's a deaconess or not, but I know they were real in the church. I mean, they were real. They were. I mean, I've never seen anything like it. And from a young age, they were like young. When I met them, they were like young. They're from home, and they were like young, like they were in teens. I think they were high school sweethearts too, and they never broke it off. And she finally got a girl, so they got 3 kids. I think the 2 boys are out of high school, so it's just a little girl. I don't think she's not in high school yet, and they're still going strong. I watched them grow, and I always give them props for just sticking in that strong, because so many distractions and so many options where a lot of people fall weak. But getting off the topic here though, but have people moved on though after a bad relationship, or they just think they move on. Like I said, I believe probably about 95% of people haven't moved on, if not more, if not less, but not that much less. Because you're gonna take it out on somebody. You might take it out on your next partner. Like I said, and especially, it is what it is. Especially females. Females take it hard. They take it on everybody. If a female getting her emotional high, a bad emotional high, everybody gonna feel it. Everybody around her gonna feel it, even at work. You see what I'm saying? And I mean, I done seen it happen. I done been around ladies who've been in bad relationships. We done all been around ladies who get out of bad relationships, and not all of them. But we've seen some Some females got a bad relationship, just take it on everybody. Just go bitter, just go ham. And I'm not saying dudes do it. I'm not saying dudes don't do it. We just do it different. And I also feel like they've been in an abusive relationship. That changed them. Now they might not be angry, but they are sexually, they're just having sex like it's out of style. They don't care who it's for. I mean, sex don't mean nothing to them. If they've been in an abusive relationship, depending on if it's a sexual abuse or even when it was a child, it may happen when it was a child and they got into a relationship and it just never, she never got that fixed. And she get into another, and she go into a relationship. That relationship is abusive and is abusive. And now she get out of that one, move to the next one, and that's where the cheating coming in. Because one just can't satisfy. She's so broken till one just can't satisfy. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, and say for instance they've been in a relationship with a drug dealer. I mean, that's a whole nother spectrum right there. Because she's so used to whatever this guy got, and then going out and get it for her, and say it was abusive on top of it. Now she'll move to the next guy thinking the same thing. If they don't get that any of that fixed. That's why everybody out of any kind of relationship, whether it's good or bad or toxic, whatever, we need to seek some kind of therapy, even if it's self-help, because you can self-help yourself if you know what you're doing. If you're really open to it and finding your mistakes for real and see where you went wrong, see where they went wrong, see what they did to you, and you could have avoided that, or either you saw it and didn't do anything about it. Because I don't like when people say, well, you got to forgive yourself. You let them do it and all this stuff. And nah, that's just bull. That's why I don't like psychology. Because psychology, in my perspective, you fool yourself and they make up all kind of stuff for you to blame yourself so you can try and help you be a better person. So you won't blame the person for doing it, because you blame the person for doing it. If they did it, even if they did it, they claim that you never get healed. Nah, if they did it to you, they did it to you. I'm not gonna lie to myself and say, well, I'm gonna forgive myself or I'll let them do it. Nah, that's BS. But you still gotta be real and look at where you seen the red flags and you didn't do anything about it. You know, that you knew were red flags and you didn't do anything about it. Because my ex showed so many red flags, but I was just, men, we always want to fix things. Like if the relationship broke, we're gonna try and fix it. We gotta do to fix it. And when we meet toxic females like that, it's no fixing it, because it's a game to them. They'll say all kind of stuff and have you doing flips and stuff, and no, it's not gonna work. But they're just controlling you. And you gotta, sooner or later, it's gonna show itself, or you're just gonna say, forget this. I'm tired of every time you make a 20-yard field goal. Oh no, that's not good enough. We gotta make a 30-yard field goal. Okay, you kick it, make a 30-yard field goal. Or she back to go post up some more. Or you got to make a 40-yard field goal. You make that one. You know, you fix that problem. Nah, she'll move it in the corner of the end zone and back 20 yards. Like, no, you got to see that. You got to see that. And like, no, I ain't playing this. Nah, that's not right. So you got to go in and check that out. Now, that's where you got to look at yourself and say, well, shit, why am I still kicking these field goals? Why I'm still trying to fix things when I fix one thing, something else come up. That's where you got to say, hold up. The same thing go for women on the other side. Say he don't have a job and he's toxic. He always staying home, not doing nothing. And he said, okay, I'm gonna get a job. All right, you didn't, all right, I'm gonna give you a chance. So you done made that 20-yard field goal. Same thing. Coming a few days later, you never same things. Playing PS5, never went to look for a job, drinking all the kids' juice. You in the same place when you left, still in the same place when you came back. 2 weeks later, the same thing. All right, you told him again, so he didn't kick that field goal. He moving the goalpost back again. So it's time to say, well, hold on. He gonna move it in a corner, you know? You gotta look for that. Like, dog, he ain't doing nothing. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta look for them red flags. Red flags always show. And really, it's easier to see in us than it is to see in y'all. And I'll get into that later. But some big difference. But when I start breaking it down, I change minds, just like I try and change lives. Like I said, the stuff. This is my perspective, and people may see it like I see it, and some will and some won't. And hopefully, the ones who don't just think about it and find that other way to skin a cat, and just sit down and think about it for a while and see what I'm saying, and then put it all in perspective. But and I said, she in a relationship with a dope dude. Now she thinking every dude like that. Next dude she might get is not a dope boy. He a hardworking man, but he don't have the money like the dope dude. So she's still stuck in that thinking it's supposed to be like it was before. If that's all the kind of guys you mess with. All right. So like I said, I just look at things with an open mind. If somebody tell me something about me, I'm not gonna say, "Well, them too." They tell me something about me. I'm gonna think about what they're saying first to make sure it's not BS. And I'm gonna look at me because some people, when people say, "You don't know me, you can't tell me about me," blah 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 blah. Yes, they can, because if they're on the outside looking in, and it's some real people, like real genuine people, 9 times out of 10 they help you. If they tell you something you don't want to hear, they probably help you. The people who tell you something you want to hear and make you feel good, that's not the ones you want around. But people on the outside looking in, telling you think it's bashing or hurting or something mean or whatever, that's the truth. What they say, the truth hurts. So deal with that pain of the truth for a little while. Get yourself fixed up. Go to therapy. It's gonna hurt. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna hurt. And also, you can tell the people who, like, you got two people in a relationship, and it's very easy to tell who was the toxic one or the villain or the bad person, whatever you want to call it. And y'all know how? Whoever moved on the fastest. If you done got out of one relationship and jump into another relationship and move in with somebody and stuff like that, that's probably the toxic one. Because if you were hurting that bad, because some people they're gonna go to the next person saying, well, it was the person that they left, that this person was bad and all this here and all that there. It's never their fault. So what they're gonna do, they're gonna tell the next person how bad they were treated, or the next person, every relationship they get in is always the other person's fault. It's never their fault. That's a red flag. And especially if they jump from one relationship to another and the other person is helping them, you don't put yourself in there. You gotta go fix yourself before you come to me. You know what I'm saying? You gotta get that fixed. And that's just me. Because I'm not taking nobody who just got out of any kind of relationship and come straight to me. And because 9 times out of 10, if they jump into a relationship within a month later, they was already seeing that person. And they just got caught. And what they do, they tell everybody, oh, that person they're just jealous, they're just controlling, they're toxic, they're this, they're that. No, that person not toxic. They saw your ass cheating, they caught your ass. And now they're telling you about yourself and trying to put more boundaries down. That person can handle the boundaries. They can handle the structure. So they got to make themselves look good, or make themselves look like the victim and do this. You see what I'm saying? So anybody who come in a relationship, out of every relationship they've been in, I ain't say just one person or one relationship, they say, well, that person hurt me. It's always somebody else's fault. That's the person you got to watch, whether it's male or female. You got to watch that person because it ain't nothing perfect, ain't nothing, what's the word? Ain't nothing absolute, ain't nothing 100%. So who's the common denominator in the 5 relationships you have, but it's always their fault? Either you picking the wrong person or you lying. And 9 times out of 10, I think it's a little bit of both. Lying and they picking the wrong person. And I've seen people come out of toxic relationship and took some beatings. Man, took some beatings. Just sit there and take it. And I'm not saying just women. I ain't talking just females. I'm talking males that got beat too. Males get beat in relationships too. So don't think it's just the women get physically abused. And also men get mentally abused. Hard, a lot. a lot harder than males mentally abusing females. You see, because what we got to understand that when men get into a relationship, we love hard. It's like if we got a car or we got a motorbike or we got a house or whatever we got, we putting our all into it. We working on this, we putting into it, and that's how we do when we get in a relationship. We gonna try our, we gonna do our best that we know and even get advice from other people to make it better. You see what I'm saying? Now F-19s who they complain about, that's a different story. See what I'm saying? So don't be so focused up on F-19 thinking all the F-19s thinking that all dudes are like that. No, you just not choosing those dudes. You're passing them 80% up. The 80% of dudes who are pretty decent, you pass them up, you don't even see them. And the same thing with the guys when they think all ladies are garden tools, all females are garden tools. Nah, I beg to differ on that one for sure. Because I know some down females who are down women who are down for their kings, who are down for their men, some down queens. I'm not. I don't normally call women queen unless they deserve it. But if you down with your man, you a queen and he a king. Because y'all handling your business, y'all down for each other. See what I'm saying? So I'm only gonna, and I really don't use that term anyway, kings and queens. But sometimes it just needs to be said. I've just said very little. You hardly ever hear me say it. But there are some women who hold it down. When I say hold it down, think of this song, Stephanie Mills. If a lot of females and women can think like that, I need a comfort of a man. That song by Stephanie Mills. No matter how broken you think you are or how much you're going through, don't ever say you don't need a man. You do need a comfort of a man, not a F boy, but a man. So, but like I said, I done got off topic again because there's so much can go into this. But like I said, 9 times out of 10, people never move on from a relationship because some call it monkey branching. You hold on to one relationship and you hold on to another one. Because you know how monkeys swing through a branch, you don't let go of the other branch till he got the other one secure. So he holding both of the branches until you get the one secured, and he let his hand go, then go that way. You see what I'm saying? So that was some people do, monkey branch from one relationship to another. They're gonna hold on to the last one until they got this one, the next branch, next vine secure. So they're playing both people, and when they get it secure, now they're gonna cause an argument or make it look like it's the other person's fault. So you gotta watch for that too. But that's just a little free game right there. But the moral of the story is, have you really moved on? If you find yourself being angry at the opposite gender or angry at your kids for no reason or taking it out on your kids for no reason, and just because they look like that other parent, you take that out on them for no reason, or that y'all didn't work out in a relationship, and you still mad at that person for no reason, and take down every other person you get with, you might need help. You might need to go sit down on the sofa and get a free evaluation. If you don't like that one, go to the next one. That's the best advice. That's the best free advice I can put out there. Because number one, I was there. That's why I turned myself in, because I know what I was capable of doing and what I wanted to do. So I went and sat on the sofa for a little while. And once I knew what they were saying, I already knew what they were saying. Then I went and turned myself into a psychiatric program. And I just opened up and just let everything come to me. And it helped. And talking about it is not bad. You always find that one person to talk about it with. Somebody can listen to you. I got a lot of people close the doors on me, hung up the phone on me, stopped talking to me, just because I got hurt. Men, we get hurt. Men get hurt. Men get damaged bad. It's men homeless who had the world in a bad relationship. They went from having the world to having nothing or close to nothing because of a toxic relationship, whether it's because she took it all or she went to child support on him or alimony or whatever it is, and just took everything. You see what I'm saying? So have you really move on, or you just holding that baggage? So we're gonna leave that question. I hope we have people in the comments we could talk. This is something that really needs to be talked about in a panel, in a chat room. So you can find out, did you really move on? You gotta ask yourself that. Did you really move on? Or ... So that's what I'm leaving with from the top of the $1 million spot. Make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Make sure y'all hit that notification bell to let y'all know when I'm on. And also feel free to donate, get yourself in the Christmas spirit and in the spirit of giving and helping. And HBO, help a brother out. Donate to the channel because I want to get all this nice, and my biggest donor is going to get flued in and be on the show. And yeah, I got some big plans for this. I'm trying to look out. And if anybody can get in touch with Lil Boosie and talk to Lil Boosie, that's the first celebrity I want on my show. This is gonna get big, y'all. Trust me, it's gonna get big. But I want Lil Boosie to anybody know Lil Boosie personally and talk to him personally, let him know. Instead of being on Vlad, come to the $1 million spot and keep it in the community. You know what I'm saying? I ain't hating on nobody, but don't give him that spotlight. He got celebrities on there already. Keep it home. Keep it with the homeboys. Keep it in the community. And we all can eat. I'm trying to eat like them. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to eat like them. That's all I'm trying to do. So anybody know that Boosie, tell him, come set this bitch off. Set it off in this money. You heard me? So on that note, I'm out from the top of the $1 million spot. I'll highlight y'all next time. Make sure tomorrow y'all tune into Women's Wednesday because it's gonna be hot. I might even have a guest or two. So tune in tomorrow because it's gonna be a nice topic. I already know what I'm talking about. So tune in. I ain't gonna tell y'all gotta tune in on this one. Because like I said, I'm not gonna mention what I'm talking about, and I might have a guest or two. Well, I might have two guests. I probably have one for sure. I might have two guests. So from a different perspective. So check me out tomorrow, Women's Wednesday, and I'm out.